Okay, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I kind of spent a huge chunk of the last 12 months talking about the Muppets. What? And if you weren't begging me to stop, you were probably begging me to talk about this little TV special. It's a very Merry Muppet Christmas. Even though I didn't include it in my final ranking, I did want to eventually take a look at it when it was finally the season again. Also, some of y'all have a very loose definition of what a Muppet movie is.
Where's Emmett Otters?
Where's Muppet Christmas?
Where's Muppet?
Where's Muppet
Christmas?
Haunted Mansion?
Where's Muppets Go to Disney
Where's Lady
World?
Gaga and the Muppets Holiday Spectacular? So, it's another very Merry Junko Muppet review. Yay!
We pull together, we can do anything, right?
Warm your heart with Kermit, Fozzie, and the rest of the gang. It's a very Merry Muppet Christmas. Sunday at 11 Eastern on Superstation WGN.
Now, the Muppets have traditionally set a pretty high bar with their Christmas releases, so there's a lot to live up to here, and I think for a TV special released in 2002, it's pretty solid, and just like any truly good Muppet special, things do get rather strange. Oh yeah, and if you couldn't tell, this was released in... Don't worry, it quickly becomes very obvious. Like Kermit does an interview with Carson Daly, Triumph the Puppet Dog is there, they do a whole stage bit called the Moulin Scrooge.
Do we have a rhythm? Can't find a pulse.
Quick, the paddles.
Let's go.
Clear.
Oh yeah, yo, Scrubs is here. There's a whole part where it just turns into an episode of Scrubs real quick. I'm no Superman.
You're an extra.
You're supposed to be a dead body.
You'll have fun doing T-Mobile commercials, Zach Braff! Very Muppet Christmas even opens with Mel Brooks as the snowman narrator. I guess after Jack Frost with Michael Keaton flopped, the Jim Henson Company did everything they could to get some mileage out of that snowman animatronic.
Snowman narrator? We don't have no snowman narrator. Now get out of shot, you Burl Lives wannabe.
No snowman narrator?
This one turns out to be a pretty existential Muppet movie, starting out with Kermit feeling like a failure after losing the Muppet Theater, and the heavens take pity on our little frog, with one angel seeking guidance from God herself, played by Whoopi Goldberg. Okay.
Just please keep watching. I promise you'll want to help Kermit.
You're just lucky SpongeBob isn't on right now.
God, Queen, you're so right. Switch that shit. So the story here might be pretty familiar to you Muppet heads. The Muppets got to put on a big show to raise funds to prevent an evil tycoon from buying out the theater. It's pretty much a lot of the same setup for Muppets 2011. Except this time our villain is played by Joan Cusack, and she is an absolute baddie.
She went to the market, and this little fishy needs a kiss. And then
This is not good. This is not good at all.
Also, wait, I'm still caught up on this whole good place heaven thing. Like, notice it's all humans. There's no Muppets here. Not a single one. So, like, where do the Muppets go? So evil Joan Cusack changes the contract she has with the Muppet Theater on Christmas Eve so that the Muppets need to deliver her money by 6 o'clock instead of midnight, just as their big fundraiser performance is taking place. So poor little Fozzie gets chosen to deliver the money and hijinks ensue. There's a whole Steve Irwin bit, so Fozzie has to go all Metal Gear walk and paint himself green, but then he gets mistaken for the Grinch. He's gotta do like the whole Resident Evil 1 laser grid thing, and he still ends up being too late because his sack got switched with Salvation Army Santa. Poor Fozzie, man. This movie's basically his Revenant, and he didn't even get the part of the bear. So the Muppets lose their theater on Christmas, and Kermit loses all hope, cursing his own existence to Whoopi's angel.
I wish I'd never been born! What am I supposed to do now? I wish I'd never been born!
Okay, this is the kind of meltdown a 4-year-old has when, like, one minor bad thing happens to them, but to hear it come from Kermit, to hear Kermit the Frog scream about how much he wishes he was never born is so deeply unsettling. Calm down, Kermit. It's okay. Swamp Years was bad, I know, but we'll rally.
Not ready is he?
Yo, Puppet Yoda. Puppet Yoda in 2002, no way! In typical It's a Wonderful Life fashion, we get a glimpse at a world without Kermit, which entails a buff beaker. Rizzo is on Fear Factor, hosted by, yes, Joe Rogan, ladies and gentlemen, the guy who presented the Kids' Choice Award for Best Fart. And the Twin Towers are there. And this Muppet Christmas special tells us Kermit the Frog is somehow directly responsible for 9/11. Now, keep in mind, this was a time where everyone was sensitive to any and all imagery of the Twin Towers. Shows, games, movies all got edited or even canned if they bared any close resemblance to 9/11 or any of the suffering that day. There's like no way this went unnoticed. Someone actually asked the director, Kirk Thrasher, on Twitter, and he basically said it was because the backdrop they used was photographed pre-9/11. But hey man, canon is canon. So at this revelation, Kermit begins to realize his importance and returns back to the 9/11 timeline just in time for Christmas. The Muppet Theater gets recognized last second as a historical building, and the Muppets sing to drown out all these disturbing revelations. Also, apparently there was a scene with Snoop Dogg that was filmed and got cut last second, all because he started doing Girls Gone Wild. So the timing of that, paired with him being included in what was supposed to be, a Muppets Family Christmas special, generated a bit of pre-release controversy. So here we are over 20 years later, and it's still lost media to this day.
Snoop Dogg was going to be in it. And then you guys didn't get along, or I don't want to start a rumor here, but he's gone. He's out of the movie.
Well, I think kind of what happened was that Snoop came along to do our movie about the time he was, like, quitting drugs.
Yeah?
Unfortunately, he was starting porn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Muppets. Them motherfuckers threw me off that Christmas special I was on with them motherfuckers. I hope that movie bomb. I hope that nobody go see that bullshit. Fuck the Muppets. Kermit, Miss Piggy, the two motherfuckers that sit in the balcony. Fuck y'all. Big motherfuckers. I'm with the Boondocks, real Shut that shit down.
It's a very merry Muppet Christmas. It's a decent TV special, a little dated with some of its references and cameos inevitably, but that just kind of makes it like a fun time capsule of it's so, I don't know, innocuous and clearly meant to just be an entertaining TV movie you throw in the background while you unwrap your brand new Game Boy Advances while your parents scream about divorce. It doesn't feel really fair to even try to compare it to the theatrical Muppet films. It feels so catered to be enjoyed as a product of its time.
Amazing.
It's a shame we had to do 9/11 though.
I work in mysterious ways.
Oh, fuck off.